Right, hello everybody. Glenn here at Syngenta. It is Saturday the 14th of October, and yesterday was the first day we told the world that Turf Advisor was available to download. And on the back of that, we had 175 downloads, which is amazing. So thank you to all of you that are finding your feet, and welcome to the Turf Advisor community. What I thought I'd have a quick look at is the weather and just talk you through some of the things going in here very quickly. So if we scroll along the top, you can see we've been in a very mild situation. This is in Cardiff, where my colleague Sean is. We can see we've been very warm, 19s during the day, 10s, 12s overnight. But here we go, Saturday, temperatures are dropping off. High temperature today, 11.6, low temperature 6. Going to get really cold tomorrow, and moving forward through the week. So what does that mean agronomically? Well, let's look at what's been going on with microdochium patch. Now, the microdochium patch model is a 0 to 4 model, 0 being low pressure, 4 being high pressure. And you can see all last week we were in very low pressure. So some people have been sending me some photos. We've been seeing some microdochium rumbling along, but it's a temperature-based model, and that is indicating we're going to move into more optimum temperatures for microdochium from tomorrow onwards. So we could well see a spike over the weekend. Now, for those of you who just downloaded this, not that useful, but for those of you who've been watching it before, you could see that coming down the line. So you can then grab the spray windows. Something that is useful to hear, though, in the bottom you will see a 2-week average. So over this 14-day period this year we've been averaging at 0.5, so quite low. Historically, over this 2-week average, the last 10 years, we've been averaging at 0.7, so we are running at lower than normal pressure for this time of year according to the model. One of the other things I hear people talk about is dollar spot and using the Smith-Kearns model to help with microdochium patch. Now, I'm not a big fan of that, and this is exactly why. So if we look at the pressure we've had running up, the last 2 weeks have been really tough, right around that 20% threshold that some people like to use. But as we look at today, that is dropping off. So we've got microdochium pressure ramping up over the weekend, and we've got dollar spot pressure dropping. That is because the temperature is moving into a range where microdochium patch is more happy and dollar spot is less happy. Both are humidity driven. Again, if we look down at the bottom, our 2-week average, this 2-week period, we are averaging at 21.4 compared to a historic average of 10 degrees. 10%, sorry, that is a massive difference. All again driven by the really mild October we've had so far, but that is changing now. So we can see up in the top what's been going on. We are dropping. The microdochium model is good, but I prefer to look at kind of air temperature to see what's going on. And we are moving much more into comfortable air temperature for the disease. Humidity is a big driver. We can see we're up in the kind of 80s the next few days. So that's really driving forward. Leaf wetness is a useful model, but it isn't great at forecasting. So that is showing low leaf wetness going forward. I wouldn't pay too much attention to what that's saying going forward, but I do trust loosely what it's forecasting historically. So you can see we're in fairly high levels of leaf wetness up to this date, and we'll just kind of monitor where that goes. What's really useful, though, is to look in the box below and see how many hours we have above 40%. 40% is where I feel we're in some disease pressure. So if we look at yesterday, we had 17 hours above 40%. All of that is going to be triggering microdochium. So there you go. We've got lots going on there that could trigger a change of management styles. Now, if we click in the spray window at the top, this gives us a really nice spray window to kind of indicate what opportunities you've got. I appreciate today's Saturday, but you've probably got on this location spray windows tomorrow, Monday, and very early on Tuesday morning before we move into no spray opportunities Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, maybe not till Thursday, looking at the current forecast. Before I go, if you click in the bottom left hand corner on the little man, you'll find the educational videos there. If you click in that, that's where you'll find a load of little YouTube videos like this one to help you understand exactly what's going on. My internet's a little bit slow, so it might not get there, but you'll find in there all sorts of training videos, and that is where I will post this one. Welcome on board to the Turf Advisor community, and look forward to sharing more of this with you. If you're enjoying Turf Advisor, tell a friend, get someone else on there, get your colleagues on there. The more engagement we get, the more we can invest. If you're not enjoying it, then find me, Glenn Kirby at Syngenta. Let me know and we'll see what we can do to improve your experience.